Hey yo pretty people, my name is Lexp and welcome back to the Unity SMP. Friends, in the previous episode we fought the Wither with the entire server, well not with the entire server, 4 players of the server. But hey, still counts. It was a community Wither fight and it was fun and we lost all of our crap, which will be basically the focus of today's episode. Friends, we need to restore, we shall rebuild it, we have the technology. But before we get to that, and yes, I promise I will make even that entertaining. I know sometimes YouTubers just, you know, drop everything and go on chanting for like an episode. We won't be doing that, we'll be actually doing something fairly different. It will be basically a giant run through for my farms and for my villager collection. Because you know that we can restore basically any diamond tool at this point using my villagers. So before we do that though, I actually have to show you quite a lot of things, because you see the Wither fight that ended up decimating all of my bestest tools was actually in the middle of me preparing for my next video. Yeah, I was already midway into recording a building episode about my house, and yeah, that's when Animus was like, hey Zlo, you wanna go die a lot? I was like, yeah, sure, let's do that. So yeah, do check out that video of the Wither fight if you haven't seen it yet. It's a lot of fun. But right now, check out this thing! Right? Does it look pretty good? It was fairly hard for me to not drop the Wither episode in the middle, only to stop by and just, hey, by the way guys, check out my house. Just because of how proud I am of this build. I did end up mirroring and creating like a copy of the facade that we did on the other side for this little connecty bit, but I also started on a fairly sizable segment of the house out here, which I actually plan to add even a story and a half to. So that's going to be absolutely amazing once we actually get tools and the resources to do so. Right now, sadly, I have kind of died, and very inconvenient, and I didn't remember where I died. It just happened, kinda. So I have no idea where my stuff went, and by this point it basically despawned with several stacks of wood, clay and all kinds of resources. So yeah, that's depressing. Also, on top of that, I don't really know anyway what to do with the rest of the house, because you see, here, developing the style and developing the facades was pretty simple. I was like, well, I need some type of I need to make the floor higher because of the little Funan / sugarcane farm behind it, right? So I made the floor higher. That gray bit is where the first floor of this segment actually starts. At the same time, I was like, now that I made the floor higher, I will need some sort of a way to get there quickly. And it would be very convenient to have some sort of an alternative porch for it. This is why I made this little fire exit, which you can tell is a fire exit, because it is entirely made of wood. And in case of a fire, it will actually burn down in the first place. But yeah, leaving that, like not thinking about that, look, it actually looks pretty okay, right? It actually looks pretty fitting. Now, it is also a very good way for me to quickly go to the actual first story of this segment, while the first story of this segment is obviously here. So it's a very good transition area too. The actual transition area inside for the interior stairs will be actually inside of this area here, behind it. And I don't feel like we could probably get a second set of interior stairs out here. But this is where we hit a bit of a hiccup. This is where we hit this bit, because I actually don't know what to do with it. This, to a degree, is a blank slate, and I don't work well with blank slates. You see, unlike every other area that actually has a motivator, a kind of reason to be, this one is just there, and nothing to do about it. On top of that, there is also the villager breeder out here, that I will have to cover up in a way that does not actually diminish its productivity. And the productivity will be diminished if I cover any of these doors up from the sky access. So this will be quite a tricky thing to decorate once I actually get here, and I have no idea how to do that. So it is almost fortunate. It is almost fortunate that I lost all of my stuff and can dedicate an episode to recovering it back, to making a brand new set of tools and a brand new armor for myself, which yeah, I won't be doing much of simply because I don't really wear armor anymore. But the question is, do I still have all of my emeralds in my ender chest? Because if I don't, this will be a bit of a problem. Nope. Most of it went towards the community beacon, sadly. This is so sad. Pigman, play my Immortal by Evanescence. Well, it's no help crying over something, it's much better to actually helping over something. So these are the things that I just fished out of our farm's output chests. It's not much, but it will get us started, and that's all that really matters. First on the agenda would usually be a pickaxe, right? You would want a proper efficiency, mending, silk touch, efficiency, fortune pickaxe. But we're not quite reasonable people. You see, on top of my thingamajig, on top of my ground, somewhere up there, there is my manual farm for melons and pumpkins. And seeing how we have basically 3 times less melons than we have pumpkins, these are our actually best bets. These are our best bets, and we can't really rely on the automated farms because they produce melon slices and not actual melons. So, as a result, we will need a silk touch axe to be able to acquire emeralds even faster, even though that would require some manual labor. So yeah, I'm pretty sure I already have a villager that sells axes and also a villager who can give me a silk touch book. So let's get up there and let's see how fast we can get it. Ta-da! 2 axes, both Unbroken 2, allowing us to basically combine them into a single Unbroken 3 axe, and a silk touch book to go with it. Too bad our efficiency villager got recently turned into a witch by lightning. I mean, that was a bit of an adventure, regardless. Now to get 30 emeralds, just so we can also apply mending to it. And we have quite a lot of sugarcane that can be turned into paper that we can trade for emeralds, and also several stacks of iron that the weaponsmiths and general blacksmiths will happily trade you for emeralds too. Yeah, let's do this! And here it goes. Where is it? There it is. I actually don't even have a book. Wow. Had to buy a bookshelf from somebody to actually get any of them. Okay, boop, boop, bam. And there you have it. All that's left to do is combine this in an anvil, and we even got 14 friggin' levels! By just trading with villagers. I had no levels on me, I was dead by the beginning of this episode, so yeah, this is pretty impressive, if I do say so myself. And while I'm at it, I wonder if I can get enough emeralds to also grab myself 2 pickaxes to combine into a single unenchanted one. I mean, I totally would do that right now, but I actually have an unenchanted diamond pickaxe laying around somewhere in the chests. Well then, this particular one is incredibly good for chopping spiders and melons. Nothing else though, so yeah, don't even get me started on wood. Boy, are you in the wrong place, buddy! I I find fun in the stupidest things. Oh, and I totally forgot that this guy actually doesn't sell you regular pickaxes. He actually enchants them for efficiency 3 for you. So we can jump right to efficiency 4 by just combining those two and then applying some silk touch and some fortune to them. All we'll have to do and get an unbreaking free book, because mending we also have from that particular guy. So yeah, this is actually surprisingly self-sufficient. The problem though is that I'm kind of running out of items to sell to these guys. Then again, I can easily trade, go get some more stuff from my other farms. And also, I'm still not even out of iron for now. So, yes, gentlemen, do give me some more of that green stuff of yours, please. And just when you think that I'm officially out of stuff to sell to the villagers, you remember that recently Animus has delivered me 9 stacks of bone meal. So, we can just feed it into my little sugarcane maker. I'm basically unstoppable is what I'm trying to say. And don't even get me started on the giant crop field that I'm occasionally harvesting for the specific reason to get more emeralds out of trading. No, we won't be doing that just yet. Let's go buy some swords. And voila! Basically out of nothing, a brand new set of tools that I can basically use. Now, there's still some unbreaking free that I should probably apply to those. And there are some looting books that I will be getting a tiny bit later, but right now, in my setup, a looting free book is costing 40 emeralds and a sharpness 5 one is costing basically 64. And I am basically out of all of my automated farms, out of my automatically farmed melons. So yeah, just tiny bit more waiting and all of this will be basically solved. However, this did kind of highlight, this entire endeavor did really highlight to me what librarians I need and what librarians I crave and what librarians I should be getting from my villager breeder. Basically, on the agenda right now are efficiency people, some unbreaking people. If I can, that would be just absolutely amazing. Especially if we could get actual blacksmiths that would sell unbreaking stuff to us, that would be much preferable. And yeah, everything else I feel like kind of am set for. Now, armor enchants I'm not interested in, obviously, but some people on the server might be later, so I'll be on the lookout for that. So next time we're gonna dig deeper. We have to reroute the villager farm. We have to reroute the babies out of it in a way that would lead them basically into a little bit of a villager Tinder of my own creation. I want to be able to look at somebody's traits and be able to just push a lever or click a button and either get rid of them, depending on the traits, or keep them safe in a separate villager storage unit. So that villager storage unit and the villager Tinder is what we'll be doing next time. But for now, guys, I've spent basically half an hour making the tools and way more time building the house, all of which I feel I showcased rather well for you in this video. So that's gonna be it for today. Thank you everybody so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, do leave a like. If you unsubscribed, do subscribe to see more videos from me. This has been SloyXP, this has been the Unity SMP. To be continued. Thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.